why you should refinance now instead of waiting. So we are in, look, I don't even know what month, what day we are anymore. October 24th, 2019. And I constantly get asked this question. People are like, the experts say I should wait before refinancing my home because in Europe there's negative interest rates and the world is perfect and the economy will be just like Europe and Donald Trump is the man and nothing is about to change. There won't be a crash. The world would be perfect. So therefore I must wait for the perfect interest rate to arrive and then I can go ahead and jump on the boat. Well, here's what I gotta say about that. Well, it's true that sometimes you do gotta wait for opportunity to happen. Sometimes you can miss opportunities too. What I mean with that is, if you're struggling financially, if you're struggling with debt, with a credit card, with personal loans, with private loans, private lenders, or high interest rates just in general, there's just no point to wait. Sometimes you cannot wait for all the lights to be green to be able to make a decision. What I've noticed is that when opportunity happens to you, it happens so quick that you might not have the job that you were expecting, you might not have the income that you were expecting, you might not get the interest rate that you are expecting. However, you can get something good. Taking action in several ways, several forms, it's a lot better than just sitting and waiting. Because maybe what you're waiting for will never happen. Like, nobody guarantees that we're going to get these even better interest rates that we have right now, that we're going to have negative negative interest rates like they have in Europe, which by the way, I don't know until what point that's a good thing. What I mean with that is that I lived my childhood in Spain, and Europeans have a completely different mentality that we have here in the United States. You can judge it and you can say that it's good, better, worse, whatever you want to call it. It's just different. And the more I understand the mindset from people from here, from the US, I can tell you one thing: like, people here work. Yeah, there's a bunch of bums and a bunch of lazy people and whiners. You'll find those people everywhere. But in general, there's a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of successful people here. There's people are willing to take risk. People willing to manage risk. And as a consequence of that, you get people that file for bankruptcy, Chapter 7, Chapter 13, and, they go through financial failures, if you call it that way. But I guess what I'm trying to say is, so there's a cop right there. I don't know how cops feel about me making videos while driving. That might be something, and he's just right behind me. Anyway, what I'm going to say is, don't wait. Even if you have an amazing interest rate. If you're at 3% right now, 2.5% right now, and you're wondering, well, should I do something or should I wait because I have 3%? These are some of the questions that I would ask. I would ask you, or you can ask yourself. And one is, that's your mortgage, right? What about your credit cards? What about your personal loans, student loans? Private lenders, taxes, utilities. Do you have other things that, do you have other things? Sorry, the cop is right next to me right now. So I'm really trying to act cool, but sometimes it's hard to act cool when somebody's watching you while you're driving. Never mind, he went away. What I'm saying is, your mortgage interest rate is not all. That's not just the only thing that you deal with. You deal with other, other accounts. And if you have 10, 20, 30, 40, $50,000 in debt, you can't let an opportunity pass. Even if you have okay credit, even if your interest rate is going to go up to 4%, 5%. Yeah, it's true, your mortgage payment is going to go up. However, you will be moving towards the right direction. People are like, well, I prefer to wait, or I want to wait for tax time and I will take care of that credit card debt. I don't know about you, man, but when tax time comes in, that money comes to your bank account and leaves just as quick as it came. Why? Is because what I noticed about people is that it's not necessarily the debt. It's not necessarily the amount of debt that you have that you're trying to pay off. Is the mindset. I know people that unfortunately they refinance their home to pay $30,000 in debt. 6 months, 7 months, 8 months later, they have the $30,000 back. And don't give me that crap that's not you. That's not me. That won't happen to me because my situation is different. My situation is I am putting money towards my business. I am investing. I'm not just buying a Mercedes. I'm not just doing what other people do. Well, that might be the case. Most of the time, that's not true, man. That's just not what it is. We blow money. That's reality. We just blow it. We're emotional and we want things. We want to do things. We want to buy things. And that money's gone. And then 6, 7 months later, you got to refinance again. You got to pay more fees. You got to pay closing costs. You just got to pay a lot of extra fees because you didn't take enough cash, or because for whatever reason you have to redo the whole mortgage again because you need more money to pay off the new debt. That just happens because it's a mindset. It is a completely mindset. Dude, you have to sacrifice. Like when you watch, okay, let me put it to you this way. When you watch YouTube, when you go to Instagram, when you go to Twitter, Instagram is big on this. There's lots of people that they will flex, that they call it, right? They would buy fancy toys. They will talk about money, vacations, their perfect bodies, their perfect lives. What I've learned is that one of the biggest red flags for me in anything on flexing is if you see online, if you see on Instagram someone that he has the perfect body, somebody that has the perfect relationship, they talk about how beautiful, incredible their wife is and their husband is, and how perfect and incredible and blessed they are. 99%, I bet you that their life sucks. They're about to get divorced. They're about to lose everything. They're about to file for bankruptcy. But of course, we don't see that. We only see the whoa, they're doing so good. They are rich. And the worst part of that, next level of that, is that we start thinking that we want that too. I want that too. Why is not me? I worked so hard. And then we become entitled to things, right? I deserve this. I deserve that. Dude, reality is coming from a place, from a country. I was born in Peru, coming from a country that has absolutely nothing. I'm moving to Europe and see how my friends grow up with something in heritage. They inherit things from their parents, family members. I can tell you one thing. We're not entitled to anything, to nothing. Nobody has to give you anything. You're working hard and being very good at your job, being religious, and being a very good human being. It doesn't mean anything. God doesn't owe you anything. Your parents doesn't owe you anything. Nobody owes you crap, man. You gotta go there and you gotta make things happen. And sometimes opportunity comes to you in the form of better financial loans, mortgages. So don't wait. If you're putting yourself in a better financial situation in general, who freaking cares about interest rates? Just make a good decision for yourself, for your family, for your future, and refinance today.